Hello there, and welcome to my first month check-in in my lose 50 pounds in 2022 weight loss journey. I'm Cathy, I'm 53 years old, and I have committed to losing 50 pounds in 2022. This is my first month weigh-in results, and I'm going to give you a spoiler. It didn't go as well as I had planned, but it wasn't a complete disaster either. I'm also going to share 3 tips with you that help me to curb those sugar monster cravings. I'm a sugar addict. We'll get into that more later, but first let's recap my first month following the new Weight Watchers plan. So the new Weight Watchers plan I actually quite like. I really don't find that much of a difference from their previous plan that I was following. I really like that you get rewarded for exercising, drinking water, and eating vegetables. I think that those are important things to concentrate on whenever you're losing weight, and even just to have a healthy lifestyle. So I'm actually quite enjoying the program. What I didn't enjoy was all of the stress that I was under in my first month, and it kind of hindered my weight loss and my plans. If you recall in my first video where I talked about me wanting to lose 50 pounds in 2022, I had a plan and I had certain things that I was going to implement. One of them being work out 30 minutes a week and really not try and stress myself out. Just a quick overview. I'm not going to get into details, but at the beginning of January, my elderly mother took a bad fall, so I've spent the last month cleaning out her apartment. She's in a retirement home now, but we're waiting for her to get into a long-term care facility. So it's been very stressful having to go through all of her apartment and, just dealing with her failing health. So it's not an excuse, but it's just like real life, and I'm sure if you're a woman in your 50s, you can relate, because it seems like our age group, we're now like having to take care of our elderly parents. I lost my dad 4.5 years ago, so my mom is all that we have left, so I want to do the best that I can for her and help her out as much as I can. And sometimes in doing so, my needs go on the back burner. And that is something that I have struggled with all of my life, always kind of giving up on myself and putting other people's needs ahead of me. Again, not an excuse, that's just how I am built. I guess I'm a people pleaser. I just want people to be happy, and that's really something that I struggle with, and I really want to work better at putting myself at the top of the list. Is that something that you also struggle with? Be sure, please let me know if you have any tips for how to kind of put ourselves at the top of the list. And I know you can say, just do it. That's easier said than done. I mean, I often say I just have to do it, but when the time comes, I don't do it. It's just, I don't know. It's just a really vicious cycle that my focus this year is on losing the 50 pounds. I am very serious about it. I want to look better, I want to feel better, and I want to age better. I don't want to run into health problems, whenever I could have totally avoided them just by losing weight. It's not going to be easy. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, and do you think I want to be sitting here today feeling like a failure and humiliated, sharing with you these thoughts? No, I don't, but I'm doing it in the hope that, 1, it's going to help me remain accountable, but also 2, I cannot be the only woman feeling this way. There has to be other women, and I just want you to know that you are not alone. You can come here, and this is going to be a place where we can encourage one another, because it's not an easy task. Losing 1 pound a week is not an easy task. It may be for some, and that's great. It's not for me. I deal with hypothyroidism. I have polycystic ovary. I'm perimenopausal, and I am stressed out. Who isn't, with what we've went through the last 2 years? So I'm just being completely open, completely honest with you, and I just do that hoping that my story, maybe somebody can relate to, it will resonate with you, and hopefully we can help one another out and support each other through this weight loss journey. Okay, so I know that you came here and you'll want to know, did she gain weight, did she stay the same, or did she lose weight? I lost 1 pound. Yay, I lost 1 pound. It is something to celebrate, especially at 53 years old, but I had been hoping to lose more. What I'm telling you today is I have not given up. I am 1,000% committed to losing 50 pounds in 2022. I don't care if I lose 1 pound a week, 1 pound a month, whatever my body will lose, I will rejoice and be happy. It's not an easy thing to do, especially with so much stress in our lives. Life right now is really scary and it's really stressful, and I'm very much a stress eater. Whenever I get stressed, I just needlessly eat. I sabotage myself. That is what I do. If I didn't buy the candy wouldn't be in the house and I wouldn't eat it. So why do I continue to sabotage myself? That's something that I gotta dig deeper into, and hopefully down the road we can figure out why. But I just want to be 100% honest with you, why I struggle, and maybe you have some tips and tricks, and maybe you have the same struggle, and you can shed some light in helping me how to figure things out. One thing that I have noticed whenever I'm driving around the city is I notice that a lot of the drive-thrus are more busy than what they were, say, 2 years ago pre-pandemic. And it got me to thinking one day, why is that? And you know what it is? I think that people feel like there's just so much in our life that we cannot control, and we're just kind of looking for a quick thing that can soothe us, something like just to calm our nerves or help us feel better. And I think lots of times that's what I do. I just make poor decisions. Like when I was cleaning out the apartment this past month, I could have came home and made myself lunch. I could have meal prepped. I could have prepared things. I knew that I wanted to lose 50 pounds this year, and I knew that I had to come and make this video. But why did I sabotage myself? At the end of the day, it's like I don't have any gas left in my tank for me. It's like I'm just mentally wore out, if that makes sense. So it's very easy for me just to go through a drive-through for 5 or 10 minutes, however long it takes me to eat my meal. It kind of gives me a bit of a high, or it calms my nerves, but then I beat myself up about it later. So that is really something that I struggle with, and something that I have to get better at. I have to start being really serious about, first of all, the groceries that I bring into my house. I have to stop buying candy. I'm just so weak when it comes to candy, so weak when it comes to sugar. I have to start meal prepping. I could very easily make myself, a healthy chicken salad for lunch. There's so many options that I could do. If I don't want to cook the chicken, I could buy one of those rotisserie chickens and shred it all up and just mix it with some salad greens. It's not rocket science. It's something very simple. It's something that I can plan to do, but I just have to get to the root of why I set myself up for failure. I really wish I knew why, but I guess the answer is going to come to me whenever I'm ready to hear it. So, do you sabotage yourself? If you do, please just give this video a thumbs up so I know if other people feel this way and it's not just me. So in my first month, I lost 1 pound. I was certainly hoping for more. Am I surprised that I lost a pound? To be 100% honest, I am, because I was just off the rails in February. I knew that I had to follow the program. I'm paying to use the app. I don't know. I just get so down on myself, and that's really something that I think is deeply rooted, and I need to work on that. So do you get like that? Do you kind of just give up on yourself or throw your plans away when stress gets in the way? If you do, please share with me and let me know how you get the struggle bus back on the road, because my bus needs to get out of the ditch and on the highway. So I do have 3 tips that I want to share with you in the hopes that they might help you. As I said, I'm addicted to sugar. So whenever I get those sugar cravings, I have come up with 3 things that kind of help me get over the cravings, so it's not all out, go crazy, going to the store and buying candy. The first thing that I want to talk about is Crystal Light. That's been around for years, and I buy the little thing. You keep it in your fridge, and it's a liquid, and you just squirt it into your water. That has really helped me when I'm craving, say, around 3 p.m. I seem to get those sugar cravings, and I want a chocolate bar or something like that. I'll just have a glass of water, I'll put a little bit of Crystal Light in it, and it just seems to take the edge off. Another thing that has really helped with my sugar cravings this month is I like red seedless grapes. I don't like the green ones, So I will get some red grapes, wash them, and I'll keep them in my fridge. I like them better when they're cold. They just seem crunchier. They just taste more sugary, and that helps with the sugar craving. Now I know grapes are high on the glycemic index and you have to be careful with them, but as long as you measure your portions, for me it's 0 points. If I have a cup of them, I'm okay. But of course, if I sat and ate 10 cups, of course, it's not going to be helpful to me. And the last thing that I want to share with you is I have developed a fruit salad with really good fruits that are low on the glycemic index, and I put everything into my recipe builder and it comes out that I can have it for 0 points. So if you would like me to make a video and share that recipe with you, please leave me a comment and let me know. Fruit is good because it can fill you up. There's fiber in it, but you do have to be careful on the fruits that you do eat because some of them, they are straight sugar. If you eat too much or too often, it's not going to help with your weight loss. So my plan for month 2, and I really hope that you will subscribe and stick around and cheer me on. My goal that I'm setting for my 2nd month is I want to lose 5 pounds. How am I going to do that? I'm going to go back to the first video I created, rewatch it, and I'm going to follow the steps that I set out in there. I'm going to set a small goal of working out for 30 minutes a week, and hopefully maybe I'll do more than 30. I'm going to, of course, drink my water. Gonna do some meal prep. I have to do some meal prep. Now that the weather is getting nicer here, it's sunny, it's getting warmer. It was terribly cold and icy all of February, so I didn't go outside much, but I really do love walking outside. And hopefully if the weather continues to warm up and the ice melts, I can spend some more time outside, because it's one thing walking on a treadmill, but I find it's so much more beneficial walking outside because the sun is out, like you're getting vitamin D. The robins are back. I've seen some robins. I just love to listen to the birds chirping and the snow melting. It's really a great feeling. So good luck to you on month 2 if you're following along on my 50-pound weight loss journey. And thanks for tuning in, and thank you for your encouragement and support. I hope that you'll subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.